When you're struggling spiritually, you're probably not eating healthy and you're probably not working out. Probably. That's at least me. So make a list of people that you're close with, friends from high school, friends from college, any of your coworkers. And then what I do is I star like 10 to 20 people that I'm like, I really think they'd be interested. Focus on those 10 to 20 people first and reach out to them. That's the first thing. Second thing that I did was had to switch my mindset from when I first started, which was like, oh, I'm going to like grow my Instagram. I'm going to do all these fun things, to like the word service, like serving. And I feel like when you reach out, think to yourself, how can I serve them? And that's the first question I ask myself when I reach out to anybody, is like, how can I serve them? And when you have that mentality of like, how can I serve you? When you message them, it's totally different. It's not like, hey, I'm doing this program, you want to join me? It's kind of like, hey, like, where are you at? How have you been? I haven't talked to you in forever. You know, what kind of things are you going through? And I just started doing this program and I thought of you. Like, you're thinking about how you can serve that person, and you're reaching out to them because you thought like, hey, I can serve this person. So I think that changes how you message people, is like thinking how I can serve you. And the first thing I ask them is like, you know, I tell them what I've been doing. I said, I just started doing this program. I'm kind of new and I thought of you and thought maybe you'd want to join me. You know, where are you at in your health and fitness? And then they say something and I might ask them, what are your goals? Because you can't serve somebody if you don't know what you're serving. Does it make sense? You have to know what their goals are. And so I always ask people, what are your goals? You know, have you tried to reach those goals before? So that's the third thing I do. And the fourth thing I do is I say, what's your phone number? I'm going to call you. I like call everybody because
on the way to class.
that's literally what I do. When I'm taking trips, I call them. I save up everybody's number and I say, okay, I'm going to be driving for like a couple hours or whatever. Like tomorrow I'm going to be driving to Tennessee. So I can call like a bunch of people. So I save all my calls till when I have time. Because if I keep like, I mean, I might take like, okay, I'm going to take a 30-minute study break. I'll take one call. But like, if you're just taking calls all the time, or like, it can be, I did that before where it's like, oh yeah, call me. And then all these people are like, hey, are you free now? And then you feel stressed because you're not free, but then they want to call you and you're like, and that's where you have to realize like, you know, you can't be a slave to this. You have to put it in its place because people respect that you have boundaries. That's something I didn't realize. Like I'm messaging people back like whenever, but I try not to message people back as soon as they message me because people appreciate boundaries. So I'm like, okay, right now I'm studying. I see that they message me. I'll deal with that when I sit down to answer work messages kind of thing. So you can't just always be answering messages, but yeah, get people on the phone. Because I already know you, like I can tell from your Instagram stories, you're probably like me, you're probably way more convincing on the phone than you are over Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Like, because you're like funny, people can relate to you, like use that, you know, whatever you like, your personality, just use that. God wants to use our personalities. So it's something I had to learn. Like I'm trying to be this other person when I'm really just goofy and like, you know, I'm passionate. So I use that on the phone. I tell them how passionate I am, or like, honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you please join me? Like, I need the accountability too. Like, I'm struggling, or whatever it is. Just be honest with them, and I think that builds relationship. And then every time I hang up with people, like if they decide that they want to join, or if they don't, usually I make a strong appeal at the end. I say, there's never a better time than now to do it. Like, if we hang up this phone, you're gonna not, you know, you decide you don't want to do it. When are you really ever gonna get serious about your health and fitness? Right now is the time to make that decision. And it's biblical. Jesus says now is the day of salvation. So, you know, I'm like, now is the day. But if they say no, I say no worries. I say, hey, if you ever just change your mind, reach back out to me. I want to be your cheerleader. I said, is there anything I can keep in prayer for you? And I always pray with people before I hang out with them. I never let them go without praying for them. And even if like they don't join you, like the whole mindset is, how can I serve you? So if I can't serve you in health and fitness, what can I pray for you for? That's the whole mindset. How can I serve you? So I think that's Patrice, is there anything else you want me to share?
I love that. I actually started recording when you started, so I'm just going to repeat the first thing that you said, which is if you could go back, you would focus more on the IPAs, which are the income producing activities, over the shiny stuff. Like,
who cares about your pictures? Nobody even cares. They're not going to join you because you have nice pictures.
Picture perfect. And that is stuff that will, you know, help you in, you know, later on. But when you're starting out, you know, you want to make sure that you're focusing on things that are going to grow your business, not the photos and making sure everything looks all pretty, or even, you know, I don't know, like sometimes you get caught up in just like watching people's stories or watching coaches, like thinking that maybe you're getting ideas and inspiration, but like that's not growing your business. You're just going to get caught up in comparison and feel like you're not doing enough and then get overwhelmed. It's called analysis paralysis. Where you're looking at all the things you have to do, so you do nothing. That's me anyway. I get overwhelmed and I'm not doing any of it. So like Nicole said, I love that you said you found out how to be productive with your time because you don't have a lot of it. And honestly, college or mom or no matter what season of life we're in, like nobody has time. We're always going to be busy. So on our side as coaches, that's why we have to be productive and like maximize our time. And that's how we can set that example for our clients, because that's the number one excuse that they're going to throw at you besides money is I don't have the time. So we're able to say, hey, listen, guess what? I don't either. But guess what I do? I make it a priority. And so I think that this Transform 20 program is going to be amazing for you guys as college students because it's 20 minutes. Okay. So I think, you know, you guys getting together and just kind of chatting about what that might look like, and that being the group you run together, kicking it off. January 14th, the workouts release, but you want everybody signed up by then. So you're promoting for that like now so they can purchase for January. So that's how you get, you know, your 3 people in December is promoting for your January group, but set that date. We decided for our group to start December 31st because again, it's still December. So we're getting people to commit now. And then we're going to have 2 weeks of prep. And so as it gets closer, if you guys need help, like I will walk you through how to set up a group. All of the challenge group guides are already mapped out for you for the program. Like the group running is actually not that stressful. So don't let that stress you out right now. The focus is filling up that group, getting your 3 people that are going to commit to this. And one thing that Nicole also does that I just love is she's so confident in it. Again, even before she knew what she was doing, or even before she kind of got her story, which you already have, Val. Like, don't think you have to finish a program for 60 days or go through a whole coach training. Like, you already have a story. You just shared it with me, and I wish I wrote it down. But the energy, you're more focused. Like, I don't even know that you listed anything physical. Like, those are things that college students would like dream of getting to experience, you guys. Like as college students, at least, and for me, with between school and sports and family and relation, like friendships, like they're stressed. You guys are stressed, and people don't manage their time well. And so you have the opportunity to say, hey, listen, we're going to take 20 minutes, yes, to work on our workout, but guess what else we're going to work out? We're going to work on your mind. We're going to work on your mindset. We're going to help make sure that you are, you know, laying all of your burdens at the feet of Jesus. So I know you guys are going to have that faith focus. Like, you just have an incredible opportunity to reach people, but in a way that's going to help them overall. We're not just getting them abs. Like, you guys are going to be able to really help people see that there's another way to live. Like, you don't have to live stress. If you manage your time well and you make time for the things that are going to help, you know, benefit you in that way, then that's going to be really, really good. So how did it go with your friend that you chatted with yesterday?
Well, she actually just texted me. She couldn't go yesterday because she had finals. Like, everyone has finals right now. But we're meeting up tomorrow. She's going Christmas shopping with me. And she's like, I'm so excited because she's one that like struggles with like her self-confidence and like weight manner. Like, and she always like looked up to it because I've always been pretty active, and like I always like trained her. Like, we did stadiums and we did this, and I try to advise her on like life and like nutrition and all this stuff. And like, I think because like we were kind of on like the same boat because I love food. So like we always talked about all those things, and I feel like now that I can be like, yo, like I've lost 8.5 pounds within like 2 weeks, and it's like inconsistently. Like, my diet hasn't been like 100% spot on, but like I did stay like committed. Like these last 3 days are the first days that like I was literally out of my house from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Like, did not get a single. And I'm like a great testimony to college students too, because I'm like trying to manage 3 businesses and I have 3 jobs. Like, that's like 6 jobs in total. So like my schedule is like go, 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 go. And like, that's one of the reasons why I started this. It's because my schedule is so busy, and like I was tired after my first job, 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Like, I felt like I couldn't handle like anything else, and I still had like all this to go, and I had to like babysit 2 kiddos for like 3 or 4 hours later in the evening, and I would just be so worn out and tired, and it was like wearing on me. But like, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I committed to these workouts, and I have like more energy than ever. Like, the other day when we did like an internship fair for this business that I'm working with like managing, where we talk to potential future interns, which they just promoted me to in like the intern coordinate. They promoted me to the internship coordinator, so I'm going to be in charge of all the interns like coming in and everything. We were just like having a conversation, and as soon as I walked in, like one of the owners of the company was like, "Wow, Val, like you look lively." And I'm like, "It's the workouts, man." And I've been talking to them about Beachbody like nonstop, so they're like keeping up with me and like seeing how things are going. Like, anyways, I talk a lot, but all in all, like I'm really excited. That's all I had to say.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it.
Nicole, tell her to take that energy. Something happens.
Pour it into other people.
Yes.
Something happens when we get the name coach. All of a sudden we're like especially somebody like Val who knew Beachbody before and she loved it and would talk about it because you were doing the workouts and your mom was doing, and then all of a sudden we get this coach title and we're like, oh no, money. People are going to think money. People are going to think I'm this yucky, salesy, whatever. And it's like, no. Just do what you were doing before. Like share helping you. If you're promoting not doing, then it's going to feel gross. But if you're like, you just made me want to join you. Like you made me say, what workout are you doing? Why do you have this energy? Why are you so cute and fun and bubbly? Like I want to do whatever you're doing, right? Like a lot of people need us because of that. They want us. They're buying into us before they're buying into a workout program or anything else. Like Nicole said, cheerleader. So I would just encourage you, like, keep that spark, that fire. Most of the messages I have with people, whether they say yes or not, is them being like, you just inspire me and you motivate me just because I just like to watch you. Like be that light for people, and people who don't know or recognize that that's Jesus, like God's going to use that. He's planting seeds all throughout just the way we're living our life. So I would encourage you to keep that fire. And that's what you do when people are like, well, what do I say? Everything you just said. You just share what you're feeling. And if it comes out and it sounds all crazy and vomity, like it's okay. You're going to get it out and you're going to learn next time. Okay, maybe I'll let them talk a little bit more. There's so many times where I'm like, oh my gosh, they didn't even say anything. I just talked the whole time. But that's okay. You're going to learn.
All three of us were all extroverts.
Actually, we have a joke between like my boyfriend and I. Like every time we're at a social event, like I'm the one, like even if we make a video together and it's like where we both talk, I will talk through the whole entire video, and like throughout the video you see him like opening his mouth to talk, but he like never gets a chance to until the is over.
Oh no, that's funny.
So
I love it.
Yes, I would definitely say that. To share. So how have the conversations been going that you've had with people? How far have you gotten? Have you gotten to the point of, okay, so this is how much it costs, let's do this?
No, I haven't gotten there yet. I actually, that day I sent out like 10 messages and like none of them responded. So it like freaked me out, but I did it over like text and I just like don't feel myself. Like I would send like the message and I'm like, like that doesn't look like me because I can't really like express myself. So I'm really going to take up on Nicole's idea and be like, just keep it simple. Like, hey, how's your fitness journey? And then like when they get the call, it's going to be like, boom, energy, like everywhere, And like I can really dig deep and explain it to them.
Yeah, and Instagram just added the voice messages. So use that. That's our strong suit.
You sent me a voice message and I was like, Instagram voice message? What is this?
They just added it. I was so happy. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is going to be my life now.
Yes.
Or videos. I do video stories where I'll take a video and then I'll send it, and you can send it to a lot of people. You can send it to one person, but it's this. They get to see us bubbly and fun. Like use it. It feels like weird or just unauthentic when you're trying to do it somebody else's way.
Yeah.
And guess what? That works for some people. Email works for people. Text message works for people. For us, like this is how we share our passion. Like we feel better about it. So work to that. I love that. So we're gonna do a little bit of action because I know Nicole is very action based, and so is I. So am I. So I would love it if like maybe by the end of the weekend you set a number for how many people you're going to either get on the phone with, or if it's in person too, if you find like that's your jam, you'd rather get face to face with those people, like, set a goal of people that you're going to hop on the phone with. Nicole, what's usually your goal? Like, do you have a goal for talking to a certain amount of people?
I'm usually goal oriented. I haven't made a goal recently of what I am trying to get on the phone with people. I think I just message as many people as I can in the time allotted. everybody I just message them.
So
But something else.
When you help your 3 people, how many people did you actually have phone calls with to get those 3 challenge packs?
I don't think I've sold a challenge pack without talking to the person. Usually it's me getting them on the phone with, because people, a lot of times, like I told Patrice, and actually Valerie, you and I can, we can talk like later, but I think that for me, what am I trying to say? Come on, my brain is working faster than my words. Challenge packs, getting people on the phone. I don't remember, but yeah, we can talk later about like how when you get them on the phone, people buy into you. Oh, I interview people. I always tell them, if they're like, yes, I want to join you through like, Instagram or something, I say, awesome, we have some spots left on our team. When could you take like an interview, or when could we have a phone call to see if you're a good fit? And then I say, hey, we want to make sure that people are joining. We're not pulling you along. I want to make sure that you're committed. So I just have a couple questions, and then I have a questionnaire that I go through with them. So that's why I've never sold a challenge pack without talking to them. Because I think that if you're building your team, you should know who's on your team and like, talk to them and know what their needs are. And I'm trying to streamline that. I'm going to make a survey, which I'm going to have them fill out, which I'm going to do over break. I haven't done it yet. So yeah.
It was the form that I have people fill out. So.
Yeah, I read your form and I liked it. I was like, I like this.
So you'll learn all those little tweaks, but I think the most helpful info is, to be able to just have those conversations with people and taking it from just sharing like, hey, this is what I'm doing, to making sure you're inviting, like them knowing that they have a chance to join you. So this is what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I have a group starting up. And once you guys decide your group, you're going to, that will help. It's hard to invite when you like, don't feel like you have something that you're inviting them to. You're just like, well, what am I really telling them? So when you guys talk and you're like, okay, this is the date for our group, this is when we're going to open it up, you'll have that date in your mind. So talking to people, you'll be like, oh my gosh, you would like to do these like quick workouts? Well, guess what? I have a group starting up. It starts, prep on December 31st. We're going to be encouraging each other in our faith and our fitness. We're going to be working out, or eating healthy, sharing, meals with each other, and just loving on each other, encouraging each other. You need to join. Do you want the information? And they're going to be like, so.
Yeah, Valerie, what we should do is we should set all of our calls up for 1 day a week, and then both of us could hop on a Zoom for 20 minutes and streamline everybody to one Zoom call a week. If they miss it, we can send them the link.
That would be amazing.
That would be really fun. I like that.
Idea, yeah.
Because then we don't have to talk to a bunch of people. Plus, there's 2 of us, so we can bounce off each other.
Yes, I like that.
Write down all the people that you're messaging to. I didn't do this. I regret not doing this. But have a notebook, and just, even if it's on a piece of paper, write down everybody you're messaging and then their replies, what they're saying to you. Like, if somebody said no already or yes, because now I don't even remember half the stuff because I switched Instagrams. I regret that. So keep track.